Welcome. This is a quick video on how to retrofit your CPU fan with a USB cord. I did this because my CPU fan was no longer functioning to the manufacturer's default settings, and instead of taking the time to figure out that mess, I just went ahead and made it work the way I wanted to manually. To start off with, you need to be halfway competent in how to do small computer repairs, and you need to be able to take the computer apart well enough that you're not going to break anything, which that's competency. Once you've got the casing off, you need to determine all your spaces and how the computer might allow you to move a cable through it and connect to the USB port. In this case, with me, I found some perfect fittings and made it work. Once you've gotten it through the casing, you're going to have to figure out all the necessary feats. I'm not really going to go through it too much other than tell you what you might not think of. In this case, what I didn't think of the first time was a USB port for this laptop would run 5 volts and 500 milliamps off the top. There's no modulator in this system to tell it not to run full speed. So I had to go get a resistor, as you see here, which came from Radio Shack. These things cost like $2, and here's a 10 ohm 1/8 watt carbon film resistor. I had to use it to slow down the amperage so that the fan's not running like a tornado. I just want you to be able to notice that everything here is kind of shoddy. But it works. Once I get that electrical tape around it nice and tight, it's going to be just fine. So don't think you got to be perfect in this stuff. You just got to get connections tight and, think about whether or not it's going to be too tight. It might break itself during rattling, and that it's not too loose and going to come apart. Your USB cord is going to come with 4 wires. Your CPU is only going to have these 3. You're going to find your red and black, everything's shown here. And you're going to make those connections and then keep all other wires out of the way so you're not having anything grounding or picking up sparks from the wrong places. You've seen all the tools you need from earlier. You just got to get creative here and be careful not to ruin your PC. The craziest thing I really did here was drill a hole in the side of my casing and run that cable. That's not too bad. That's just a little hole. I can take everything apart, put it back to normal, and there would just be that little hole there. If somehow busted my fan, I can go out and buy another $20 little fan. But the problem here is not really the fan, it's the actual system. I don't know why, but whatever Windows or Dell has been updating lately has caused that fan modulator to go nuts. I also can't even put this thing to sleep mode because it wants to wake up every time, but I found some tricks around that too. Alright, well, I hope I've shown you everything you need to know. I'm quite sure of it. If you got any questions, just send me a feed and I'll get back to you. Alright, good luck.